We welcome you inside George Washington High School Gymnasium on the campus of George Washington High here in Charleston, West Virginia, the state capital city of the Mountain State. It is the venue for tonight's girls basketball showdown between the visiting Lady Red Dragons of St. Albans and the homestanding Lady Patriots of George Washington, as Video Productions once again presents exciting West Virginia high school basketball. Tonight's game is presented by Dunkin' Donuts on the Oakwood Road, owned by your local Little General Store. America runs on Dunkin'. St. Albans enters tonight's game with a record of 5-1. George Washington 0-1. So a little difference in terms of game action thus far for these two teams. And we welcome you aboard here with our Video Productions crew. This is Mark Martin. Delighted to have you with us. St. Albans of head coach Rick Steele. They have been busy, to say the least. Tonight marking Game 7 of the season. They opened up against Huntington, won 57-46. Took on Oak Hill, lost 60-42. Defeated Elkins 59-43. Topped Winfield 47-37. Down St. Joe of Huntington 71-27. And lost for the first time to a very good Boyd County, Kentucky team by a score of 67-50. GW beaten in double figures by Ashland in the season opener a week ago Monday. So both teams have fallen to Kentucky teams. Lainey Binion leads the way for St. Albans in scoring. She's averaging 10.7 a game. George Washington's one of its top players. Finley Lowen, 5'11 junior, coming back this season and having an outstanding preseason and into the first game. Head coach Jamie Lemaster very high on her, and certainly Macy Mallory returning off of a knee injury. So it's a GW team. They lost two seniors to knee injuries, the only two seniors on the team, so the depth has already taken its toll for this George Washington Lady Patriot team. But as they open up MSAC play here tonight, they are looking forward to this showdown with St. Albans and the Lady Red Dragons, hoping to get that sixth victory of the season. We will return, bring you the starting lineups, and tip it off. It's St. Albans and George Washington getting set to do battle. Tonight's game here on Video Productions is being presented by Dunkin' Donuts on the Oakwood Road.
Generations Physical Therapy is a Tri-States Championship partner for comprehensive physical therapy and sports rehabilitation services. Access to physical therapy has never been easier, with extended hours and walk-in services available. Generations Physical Therapy. Multiple services, multiple locations, experience you can trust.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Is that peppermint mocha I smell?
Everyone, the holidays are here!
It's here!
Well, folks, it's finally here. The cup is back.
Right down.
Take it with you!
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
You have a goal.
You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Generations Physical Therapy is a Tri-States Championship partner for comprehensive physical therapy and sports rehabilitation services. Access to physical therapy has never been easier, with extended hours and walk-in services available. Generations Physical Therapy, multiple services, multiple locations, experience you can trust.
Ready to go with basketball action here between St. Albans and George Washington. Wonderful to have you with us here on Video Productions for coverage of tonight's game. Our officials are Dave Balgus, Jason Wilkerson, and Lance Eastham. Head coaches, Rick Steele in his second season at the helm, and he's got this team off to a good start. And Jamie Lemaster, the head coach at George Washington. 19th season guiding the Lady Patriots. And he has had 7 teams in the state tournament. 5 of those reaching the state semifinal round. Ball is in the air, and we are underway here in South Charleston. In South Charleston last night, and glad to be with you here tonight at George Washington High School. Saw a good one last night between Spring Valley and George Washington, and Zanaya Ellis getting the first basket of the game here. 6'2" sophomore, and George Washington has the early lead. South Charleston storming back last night and winning by 1. Tuesday night boys basketball, we've been fortunate to call 2 great games back-to-back weeks. Polka on the last second shot, a winner over rival Nitro. So St. Albans goes to work offensively, can't get the shot to go, and out of bounds, and looks like it will be George Washington's basketball. So Zanaya Zealous, number 44, out on the floor. Macy Mallory, Kendra Frazier, Finley Lowen, shot from the corner, and this one sails a little off the mark for George Washington. Saya Smith, number 10, the other starter for G-Dub. St. Albans with Ananisha Johnson wearing number 1 out there on the floor, starting it out along with Samaya Riggin, who wears number 15. Shot off the glass and good. Shayla Montgomery, one of the starters, gets the bucket, and we're tied at 2. Montgomery coming in, averaging 6.3 a game. Lainey Binion, who leads the team in scoring, fires from the outside. And J.C. Elsie, who wears number 11, she is the other starter for St. Albans. On the move, Montgomery had that first basket of the game for St. Albans. Can't get that one to fall, and Lowen brings it up the floor. Finley Lowen, 5'11" junior. Talked about that game last night, South Charleston Spring Valley. It wasn't until the 3:22 mark of the first quarter before a bucket was made that by South Charleston took Spring Valley until the 1:55 mark to score. Turned out to be a good game there on Video Productions. We hope for the same here between GW and St. Albans here on the GW campus. Alma mater of Jennifer Garner, who has starred in so many movies, television shows, TV commercials. Finley Lowen on the drive. She'll be fouled at the 5:19 mark. Foul charge to Reagan. That is her first, and that is team foul number 1. So Lowen connecting on the 2 free throws. Makes it a 4-2 game. St. Albans with the ball down low and just off the front of the rim. Unable to get it to go is J.C. Elsie. Jamie Lemaster, a graduate of Tigers Valley High School, Randolph County, was an outstanding football player there, came to West Virginia State and has been in the Kanawha Valley ever since. St. Albans on the move, driving, and unable to get the shot to go there was Ananisha Johnson, the 5'4 sophomore, and then from way outside, unable to connect for George Washington, is Saya Smith. On the outside, shot off the mark for Samaya Reagan. Checking into the game for GW is Peyton Atkins, 5'6" freshman. Has really moved up the depth chart. Talked about those injuries. For George Washington. Tough break right out of the gate. Ball turned over by GW. So it stays at a 4-2 count here. 4:14 to go in this opening quarter. St. Albans working offensively. Nice drive there by Ananisha Johnson, and a foul will be called. And it looks like Finley Lowen has picked up her first foul. That's team foul number 1, and that will send Johnson to the line, coming in averaging 8.3 a game. Again, St. Albans has played 6 games this season. Johnson delivers both free throws to each team with a field goal and 2 free throws. Game tied at 4. Zellis has that field goal for George Washington. She could not get that one to go. St. Albans now goes to work. Looking to take the lead straight away. Shot is short by J.C. Elsie. Turnover, GW. GW again playing Ashland to start the season. Had 2 scrimmages with St. Joe and Sissonville. Low scoring affair at the moment here in the opening quarter. Sending it in. St. Albans with Elsie. Handing it off now to Binion, and from the outside, wide open shot off the mark there for Riggin. St. Albans will reload. Laney Binion, a junior, the team captain. And Anisha Johnson, the 5'4" sophomore, with the basketball. Finding Shayla Montgomery, and Montgomery makes a move to the hoop. Can't get the shot to fall, but she is fouled. Saya Smith committing the foul. That's her first team foul, number 3. Montgomery at the line and can't get the shot to go down. Montgomery has the lone field goal here for St. Albans in this opening quarter. Can't get either of those free throw attempts to go down, so we stay tied at 4. Pass down low, Zealous, a little too strong there. Battle for the basketball. Nice job by Peyton Atkins coming in there, and then GW turns it over. Montgomery, lead pass to Riggin. Kick it into the corner, and this shot rattles around and goes through for Riggin. St. Albans with its first lead of the game. Pressure by St. Albans. George Washington does a nice job getting the ball across the midcourt line. Peyton Atkins there could not get that shot to fall down. St. Albans now working with a 3-point lead, and Anisha Johnson driving in, couldn't get it to go. Shayla Montgomery working hard down low. Good battle going on. She gets it back outside. Then on the move here is J.C. Elsie. Elsie's shot won't drop. Macy Mallory from the outside. Boy, had a good look there. Couldn't get it to go, and a foul will be called after the missed shot. Macy Mallory picking up her first foul, and that's team foul number 4. Atkins checking out for George Washington. Kendra Frazier back into the game. On the move, and Anisha Johnson then kicks it back outside. St. Albans coming up empty offensively. George Washington will have the basketball. Down 3 here with 39.7 to go in this opening quarter of play. Game 2 of the season for George Washington. And St. Albans been a very busy December as they play game number 7. On the move, Finley Lowen, and Lowen driving. A foul will be called. Lowen will go to the free throw line. And Anisha Johnson committing the foul, team foul number 2. Lowen gets 1 of 2 there to make it a 7-5 game. Some pressure here applied by George Washington, and St. Albans calls a timeout. And that will be a full timeout. We break away here, a lead of 2 for St. Albans on Video Productions.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankancity.com.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
7-5 game with 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter on Video Productions. Tonight's game between St. Albans and George Washington, presented by Dunkin' Donuts on the Oakwood Road, owned by your local Little General Store. America runs on Dunkin'. St. Albans with the lead and hoping to add to it here with this possession. Shayla Montgomery in trouble. Here's Binion, who has not scored in this first quarter. Can't get it to go. They've got a chance here, putting it up and bouncing around. Unable to get it to fall through was Nana Pinnell, the junior. Sister Nunu, a freshman. Two good players for St. Albans. So a low-scoring first quarter, 7-5 is our count. And we return with the second quarter between St. Albans and George Washington. You're watching live streaming coverage of West Virginia high school basketball on Video Productions.
Generations Physical Therapy is a Tri-States Championship partner for comprehensive physical therapy and sports rehabilitation services. Access to physical therapy has never been easier, with extended hours and walk-in services available. Generations Physical Therapy. Multiple services, multiple locations, experience you can trust.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Generations Physical Therapy is a Tri-States Championship partner for comprehensive physical therapy and sports rehabilitation services. Access to physical therapy has never been easier, with extended hours and walk-in services available. Generations Physical Therapy. Multiple services, multiple locations, experience you can trust.
Away we go here to the second quarter on Video Productions. St. Albans and George Washington. St. Albans with a 7-5 lead, and they will start it out with the basketball. Kick it around. Nana Pinnell, and shot no good. Back comes St. Albans, another opportunity, and Montgomery down low will be fouled. St. Albans won the junior varsity game 54-43. So the foul is going to be on Finley Lowen. That's her second of the game, and that's number 5 on George Washington. And Montgomery back to the free throw line. Montgomery had one of 2 field goals for St. Albans in the first quarter. She was 0 for 2 at the free throw line and finally knocks one down. Makes it an 8-5 lead for SA. George Washington on the attack. Zanaya Zealous driving, turning, and a whistle and a foul. Foul will go against Shayla Montgomery. That will be number 2 on Montgomery. Team foul number 3 on St. Albans. At the line is Zanaya Zealous, 6'2" sophomore. Has 2 points in the game. Make it 3. Binion from the outside. And just a matter of time for Laney Binion to get going. 2 3-pointers for St. Albans. And they lead it 11-6. Biggest lead of the game. Lowen looking down low. Zealous kicks it out. Shot no good there by Sia Smith. Here comes St. Albans. Binion looking for another three. This one off the back of the iron. Sia Smith down the floor. Nice save by Zealous. Now Macy Mallory from the corner. Sia Smith straightaway three. No good. Good job by Frazier battling for the missed shot. And in the end, St. Albans comes away with it. Lady Red Dragons looking to add to this 5-point lead. Scoop shot, no good there by Nana Pinnell. Another look here at Binion burying that three a moment ago. George Washington back with the basketball. Finley Lowen to Zanaya Zealous. Pretty good defense by Rick Steele's team. Steele played football at both the University of Toledo and the University of Charleston. Went to high school at LaSalle in Cincinnati. Came to the Kanawha Valley after transferring from Toledo, where he was a defensive back, played DB at the University of Charleston, and he has been in the Kanawha Valley ever since. So the foul on Montgomery, and not what Coach Steele wanted to see. That is her third team foul, number 4. So Nunu Pinnell, younger sister of Nana, has checked in. She wears number 5. The GW numbers, if you're watching, a little harder to detect because it is white on white, trimmed in maroon. Turnover GW. And back on the offensive end is St. Albans. Nunu Pinnell. Bounce pass, driving, and a shot no good there. Taylor Reed, who has checked in. Reed, 5'7" sophomore, averages 5.5 a game. And here's Zealous with the move. Her second field goal of the game. And Zanaya Zealous with 5 points. She has 5. Lowen has 3. Nunu Pinnell, bounce pass, and good job by J.C. Elsie maneuvering there. Find the opening in the lane, and it's back to a 5-point lead. Elsie's first bucket of the game. Elsie coming in averaging 9.7, almost 10 a game. Our crew here tonight, Robbie Mounts, Sydney Mayo, shot from the outside, no good by GW. Battle for it underneath. Sia Smith tried to keep it alive, but St. Albans comes up with it, and here is Elsie. The executive producer of Video Production Sports is Butch Mounts. Reed driving to the bucket. Ball is loose, out of bounds, and it will stay with St. Albans. A great crowd here tonight inside the George Washington High School Gymnasium. There's so many great players in the GW program down through the years. On the move, no good there by Elsie. Battle for the basketball. Macy Mallory and Nunu Pinnell alternating possession, and it will go in the favor of George Washington. A basketball game on December 14th, third week of the girls' season in West Virginia, and it's got a tournament-like feel to it between these two programs that compete in the Quad A class of West Virginia. 4 classifications for basketball. Another George Washington turnover. far, just 3 points in the quarter for GW. So Kendra Frazier will check out for George Washington, and back into the game is Peyton Atkins. 5th foul on St. Albans. Foul called on Reed, who picked up 2 quick ones. Into the game is Carson Lane Sturgill. GW trimming that lead to 3. Shot up and in by Elsie. Another big bucket by Elsie. 4 points in the game, both here in the second quarter. Mallory, boy, you can't leave her wide open. That shot, though, off the mark. Whip it around. Peyton Atkins to Zealous. Out of there with it is Carson Lane Sturgill. Hands it to Nunu Pinnell, and a travel will be called. Little look at the Elsie bucket. St. Albans' coaching staff with Rick Steele, John Austin, Joshua Lawton, and Jamie LeMaster with Brian Mallory, Jay Lowen, Alex Gray, John Vinsel, Noah Moody, and Travis Martin. Driving, scooping, and scoring it, Nana Pinnell. 17-10 game, biggest lead of the game for SA. Well, SA's off to this 5-1 start, and they've brought a lot of fans here to George Washington tonight to see the Red Dragons play. Good maneuvering there by Zealous. Zealous has 7 in the game. Jamie LeMaster, George Washington's head coach, wants a timeout. We break away here. You're watching live streaming coverage of West Virginia High School basketball on Video Productions.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Is that peppermint mocha I smell?
Everyone, the holidays are here.
It's here!
Well, folks, it's finally here. The cup is back.
Right down.
You said it. Take me with you.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
St. Albans with the basketball out of the timeout, turning it over, and here comes George Washington. Nice move there by Lowen, couldn't get it to go. Zealous has 9 points. We're going to correct ourselves there. Takeaway by GW. Zealous looking for 11. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Saya Smith, and just lost control of that possession. And here comes St. Albans. Pinnell up with the shot, and she will be fouled. That's Nunu, the freshman. And Nunu Pinnell to the line. Foul on Saya Smith. Her second, team foul number 6. Nunu Pinnell makes it an 18-12 lead. Buries both free throws. (19-12) game. 32nd timeout. We'll keep it here. Tonight's game between St. Albans and George Washington is being presented by Dunkin' Donuts on the Oakwood Road, owned by your local Little General Store. America runs on Dunkin'. So 7-point advantage for St. Albans, matching its biggest lead of the game. It's a 7-5 game at the end of the first quarter. So just under 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Finley Lowen, young lady that gets up at 5 a.m., works out, loves basketball, zealous down low, zealous having herself a nice game. In double figures with 11. Shot up, no good there by Ananisha Johnson. Lowen ahead. Sia Smith will let it fly and knocks down the three-pointer. Big bucket there by Smith. First three-pointer of the game for George Washington. And that 7-point lead St. Albans had is down to 3. Johnson to Elsie. Elsie's had a couple of big buckets in this quarter. And Elsie, I think that would have been off of Mallory. She tried to save it. Another look at Sia Smith from the wing. Sia Smith, the sophomore, started last year. Put in a lot of work in the weight room. Showed the range there. GW looking to tie or take the lead. Lowen trying to give GW the advantage, but her shot goes in and out. Elsie for St. Albans. Nunu Pinnell on the move. Pinnell's shot. She was kind of in a tough spot there, so Lowen gets it down. Frazier with a turnaround. Can't get it to go, but a great hustling play there by Lowen. And outstanding hustle by Nunu Pinnell. Pinnell had 16 in that loss to Boyd County, and she's been under the weather. But out there hustling tremendously. Lowen will send it in. Ball poked away, and on that last touch, George Washington. Peyton Atkins going to check into the game for George Washington. Michaela Harmon, Jr. checking in. She wears number 34 into the game for the first time. Plenty of time here for St. Albans. Nunu Pinnell will pick it up. Pinnell on the dribble from the corner. Shot on its way. No good there by Taylor Reed. And that's how things will end. 19-17. Our score, St. Albans by 2 in this Mountain State Athletic Conference showdown. You're watching live streaming coverage of exciting West Virginia high school basketball on Video Productions. Tonight's game is being presented by Dunkin' Donuts on the Oakwood Road.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Nachos, better with Pepsi.
1917 here at the break. St. Albans on top of George Washington in this Mountain State Athletic Conference showdown. St. Albans in 5-1. George Washington playing just its second game of the season. GW led it 2-0. St. Albans tied it at 2. GW in front 4-2. It was a 4-4 game, and St. Albans took a 7-5 lead into the second quarter. They made it 8-5. It was an 8-6 game. Then St. Albans goes up 11-6. It was 11-8. It was 13-8, 15-10, 17-10. Then it was 17-12, 19-12. And a good job by George Washington trimming the deficit as they score the final 5 points of the half. And we have ourselves a great game here at 19-17. Just the way we like it. We'll come back, look at individual numbers in just a moment. You are watching live streaming coverage of West Virginia high school basketball featuring the Lady Patriots of George Washington entertaining the St. Albans Lady Red Dragons. SA up 19-17 here at the break. Tonight's game is presented by Dunkin' Donuts on the Oakwood Road, owned by your local Little General Store. America runs on Dunkin'.
Generations Physical Therapy is a Tri-States Championship partner for comprehensive physical therapy and sports rehabilitation services. Access to physical therapy has never been easier, with extended hours and walk-in services available. Generations Physical Therapy. Multiple services, multiple locations, experience you can trust.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Is that peppermint mocha I smell?
Everyone, the holidays are here.
It's here! Well, folks, it's finally here. The cup is back.
Bite down.
You say? Take me with you.
Generations Physical Therapy is a Tri-States Championship partner for comprehensive physical therapy and sports rehabilitation services. Access to physical therapy has never been easier, with extended hours and walk-in services available. Generations Physical Therapy. Multiple services, multiple locations, experience you can trust.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Well, the beauty of sports is you look at individual scoring. George Washington trails St. Albans 19-17. St. Albans has had 7 different players score. George Washington has only had 3 score, but you just never know how it's all going to shake out. Leading the way for St. Albans is J.C. Elsie. Elsie had 2 big buckets there in the second quarter, so she has 4, leads the way. 3 players with 3 each. Leading scorer Laney Binion with 3. Samaya Riggin has 3. Both of those hitting three-pointers. And Shayla Montgomery, who's in a bit of foul trouble with 3 fouls, she has 3 points, field goal, and a free throw. And then 3 other players scored 2 points each. And Anisha Johnson had 2 free throws. Nana Pinnell had a bucket, and younger sister Nunu Pinnell with a couple of free throws there in the second quarter. George Washington's top scorer and the top scorer in the game right now is Anaya Zealous. Zealous scored the first basket of the game, and she had 2 points at the end of the first quarter and then had 9 there in the second quarter. So she has 5 field goals, 1 free throw, and then 3 points each by Sia Smith, who has a three-pointer, and Finley Lowen, who has 3 free throws. Come back and talk about what these teams have on the horizon as we get set for the second half. George Washington and St. Albans. Lady Red Dragons on top of the homestanding Lady Patriots 1917 here on Video Productions.
Injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Nachos, better with Pepsi.
Getting set here for second half action, St. Albans and George Washington. St. Albans will play at Wayne on the 16th of this month and then host Greenbrier East on the 17th. George Washington only has one more game this month, and that will be in the Eastern Panhandle against Washington, also nicknamed the Patriots. And they are not back home here inside the GW Gymnasium until January 9th against Princeton. Princeton, a preseason top 10 team. All right, so St. Albans, 2-point lead. They miss their first opportunity here of the second half, and now George Washington looking to tie, and Zealous does it. 13 in the game for Zealous, and we are tied. So that 7-point lead that St. Albans had there late in that second quarter has totally evaporated now. Montgomery putting up the tough shot there. George Washington looking to take its first lead in quite some time. Way back early on in the first quarter. Now they are going to get Zealous for a shove there. That will be her first and team foul number 1 here in the second half. Ananisha Johnson to Binion and now to Montgomery. Montgomery, keep in mind, playing with 3 fouls. Ball comes loose. Zealous picks it up. Zealous nearly traveled with it. Lowen firing up the shot, can't get it to go. Ball goes out of bounds. They say last touching Samaya Riggin, number 15. So Samaya Riggin, Shayla Montgomery, Ananisha Johnson, Lainey Binion. Out there on the floor. And J.C. Elsie started out for St. Albans here in the second half. Saya Smith, Finley Lowen, Zealous, who fires up the shot, can't get it to go. Kendra Frazier and Macy Mallory. That's the starting 5 of the second half for George Washington. See Mike Switzer down there on the floor with the camera, with the sports photographs that guy has taken through the years, and so many athletes here in the Kanawha Valley and beyond. And a treasure chest full of photos of his son Ryan, who was a great football player here at George Washington, went on to the University of North Carolina, record-setting receiver and kick returner, and then played in the NFL before retiring. And how about Riggin from the outside, knocking down the shot, the three-pointer. Third 3 of the game for St. Albans. They're back on top. Frazier looking for Zealous and threw that right into the hands of Montgomery. Well, they work it into J.C. Elsie. Riggins 3. And Finley Lowen, the great junior for George Washington, and she has 3 fouls now as Binion scores. Binion now with 5 in the game. St. Albans' leading scorer coming into this game, and a turnover. Binion comes up with it, and boy, trying to get it ahead to Riggin, and goes off the back of her teammate's head. Smith from way out. Down low, off the miss, Zella scores. She has 15. GW back within 3 as we go under 5 here in this third quarter. Rick Steele across the way, sending in the directions, driving and scoring. Nice, strong move by Ananisha Johnson. Johnson played in all 7 games now this season. Very steady player. 26-21. There's Johnson's first field goal. She has 4. Nice pass down low, but Lowen's shot off the mark. Here comes Riggin down the floor. The big step there. Ball batted away, but St. Albans will keep it here. And that is going to be a foul on Lowen, and that is her 4th. Jamie Lemaster needs that standout on the floor, but she's going to have to check out. Peyton Atkins, the 5'6" freshman, will head in. Samaya Riggin is set to inbounds for St. Albans. Shayla Montgomery handing it to Ananisha Johnson, driving and can't get this shot to drop. Nice rebound there by Atkins, who just checked in. How about this St. Albans program? GW wanted a timeout. Talk about St. Albans with Scott James when he was at the helm. And breaking the action here. St. Albans by 5 over George Washington on video productions.
Generations Physical Therapy is a Tri-States Championship partner for comprehensive physical therapy and sports rehabilitation services. Access to physical therapy has never been easier, with extended hours and walk-in services available. Generations Physical Therapy. Multiple services, multiple locations, experience you can trust.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
As we headed to the break, we were talking about St. Albans' basketball program, and a few years back, reaching the state tournament under the great Scott James, who just worked and worked and worked for 17 seasons to build that thing and finally get a team to the state tournament. Hated to see him get out of coaching, but he got out of coaching to run for mayor of his hometown and doing a great job in that capacity. One of the great ones. 26-21, GW coming up empty there offensively. The Lady Red Dragons holding on to this 5-point lead. Ananisha Johnson in trouble. Got it to Riggin. Now Riggin goes to Binion. Riggin, she found the opening and a little too strong. Zealous with the rebound. Zealous, she thought about firing away, but from the corner, Atkins in and out. Boy, she had a great look. Montgomery with the rebound for St. Albans. And the Lady Red Dragons, another opportunity here to add to the lead. Binion from the outside, in and out for Binion. Johnson gets the rebound, then dumps it off to Elsie, and Elsie scores it. J.C. Elsie with 6 in the game. 7-point advantage here in the third. That matches the biggest lead of the game, which was St. Albans in the first half. Zealous from the outside, can't get it to drop. Again, George Washington playing without the services of Lowen at the moment. On the bench with 4 fouls, the team leader, and nice save there by Binion. Montgomery is out there for St. Albans, number 20. She's playing with 3 fouls. Ananisha Johnson to Montgomery. Riggin was open in the corner, had a great look. Just couldn't get it to drop. And here comes George Washington back to work. Zealous on the move, off the glass, and it won't drop. Zealous with 15 in the game, was hoping for 17, and then back the other way comes St. Albans, and Riggin scores it. She has 5 in the quarter, 8 for the game, and now we have our biggest lead of the game at 9. And again, this outstanding crowd here tonight inside George Washington High School. Frazier down low, Zealous. Zealous gets it to go. Boy, she is tough. She was at Lindsley. She's already getting a lot of looks from colleges, just a sophomore. She has 17 in the game now. And a travel called here on St. Albans. So a good opportunity here for GW to try to fight back. Riggin heads out. Nunu Pinnell comes in. And Tootie Vance, sophomore, number 0, will come in for the first time tonight. She'll give Ananisha Johnson a break as we wind down this third quarter. Well, Smith was double teamed there, and Nunu Pinnell, who just came off the bench, gets the steal and the bucket. St. Albans back up by 9. Good defense by St. Albans, but Zealous fought her way out of it and scores. 8 in the quarter for Zealous, 19 for the game. Rick Steele wants the final shot. Elsie looking for Binion, taken away there. Kendra Frazier. Frazier down the floor and a little too strong off the glass. Quarter ends, St. Albans up by 7 at 32-25. We head to the fourth. You're watching live streaming coverage of West Virginia high school basketball on Video Productions. Tonight's game is presented by Dunkin' Donuts on the Oakwood Road, owned by your local Little General Store. America runs on Dunkin'.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Is that peppermint mocha smell?
Everyone, the holidays are here.
It's here! Well, folks, it's finally here. The cup is back.
Bite down.
Please stay. Take it with you.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
George Washington's basketball as we begin this fourth quarter of action. Biggest lead of the game has been 9 for St. Albans. Right now it stands at 7. Macy Mallory from the corner trying to get George Washington started here. Good job by Frazier chasing down the shot to give GW another opportunity here. Boy, then a nice move there by Sia Smith. Smith with 5 in the game, had that three-pointer back in the second, and that makes it a 30-27 game. Shayla Montgomery playing for 3 fouls, denied. Smith. Mallory. AC Mallory, missing last season with that knee injury, has yet to score here in the game, but you know, once she gets going, it's going to happen. Father Brian, one of the assistants for Jamie Lemaster. J.C. Elsie couldn't get it to fall, and Lowen's back in the game. She's playing with 4 fouls. Dumps it off there to Zealous. Tie up for the ball, and it's going to go in the direction of St. Albans. Zanaya Zealous with 19 points. Tootie Vance checking out of the game. So at the moment, St. Albans working with Nana Pinnell, Nunu Pinnell, Laney Binion, Shayla Montgomery, and Riggin. Whistle and a foul on George Washington. Got Mallory with her second foul. That's team foul number 4 on GW here in the second half. St. Albans does not have a team foul. Binion at the line. She had a three-pointer in the second quarter, hit a bucket there in the third, 5 points in the game. Again, the team's leading scorer coming in, averaging 10.7. And a lane violation there against St. Albans. GW takes over. Just 3 players have scored for George Washington in this game. Zealous has done most of the work in the point department. Frazier down low, Zealous again. 6:10 here in the second half. 21 for the game, and Lowen nearly gives it right back to George Washington. Peyton Atkins, Finley Lowen, Candra Frazier, Zanaya Zealous, and Macy Mallory. Those are the 5 on the floor for George Washington. Of 19th year head coach Jamie Lemaster going up against Rick Steele in his second season at St. Albans. St. Albans 13-9 a year ago. We mentioned Rick, former Toledo Rocket football player from Cincinnati LaSalle, transferred to the University of Charleston here in the Valley. Really enjoyed his time in Pat Kirkland's program and has remained right here in the Kanawha Valley. Worked at Westside Middle for a while and takes this St. Albans coaching job. 3 fouls now on Mallory. 5 team fouls. Nunu Pinnell at the line and scores it. Nunu Pinnell now with 5. (34-29). First points of this fourth quarter for St. Albans. Down to Zealous. Zealous in trouble, and she'll be fouled. Foul on J.C. Elsie. That's her first. And the first team foul on St. Albans here in the second half. Lowen into Zealous, and Zealous is shot off the mark. Mallory trying to save it. Down the other way, Elsie ahead of the pack. Elsie with 8 now in the game. Seven-point advantage. Smith is wide open. Takeaway by Binion. GW back with the basketball now, so another opportunity here for the Patriots. Foul is going to be called on Nana Pinnell, number 3. So you had the Pinnell sisters, Nana the junior, Nunu the freshman, the double team there, and Nana gets called for the foul. It's the second on St. Albans. Finley Lowen to Zealous. Zealous makes the grab of the shot, can't get it to drop. The foul will be called. Zealous swishing the first free throw attempt. Binion will come out, and Samaya Riggin, number 15, back in for St. Albans. In the red, GW in the white. Zealous now 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Nunu Pinnell darting to the basket, kicks it off to Montgomery, and Montgomery's shot won't fall, but Nunu Pinnell with the rebound. She was denied there underneath. Lowen ahead to Zealous. Zealous up with a shot, got it to go. Lead down to 4 for St. Albans. Nunu Pinnell driving, stops. Here's Montgomery in the free throw circle. Now Montgomery heads to the basket and defended there by Zealous. Ball out of bounds. St. Albans will have it. Mountain State Athletic Conference showdown here. MSAC media get together today with all the coaches, both boys and girls. And Cabell Midland picked to win it all on the girls' side. George Washington of head coach Rick Green on the boys' side. A takeaway by Nunu Pinnell against Mallory, and then she's fouled by Mallory. And that's going to be 4 on Macy Mallory. So you got Macy Mallory and Finley Lowen, 2 great juniors for George Washington, each with 4 fouls. Nunu Pinnell heading to the line for the second time. Make that the third time in the game. And she is 5 of 5 at the free throw line. Has 7 points. Has 8. A perfect 6 for 6 at the line. St. Albans 9 of 12 at the free throw line. Finley Lowen to Frazier. Now here's Smith on the move. Smith up with the shot, a little too strong off the glass. Out of there with it for St. Albans, Riggin. Ahead to Elsie. Elsie could not get it to drop. Pass down to Frazier, and Nunu Pinnell playing great defense to get the steal. And she's going to be fouled. Check the call here. Outstanding officiating crew, Dave Balgus, Jason Wilkinson, and Lance Easton. So the foul charged to Frazier. It's her second. And 17 fouls on George Washington. St. Albans going to work here. Straight away shot. Elsie connects. Elsie in double figures with 10 points. Smith, big 3 on its way from George Washington, and she delivers. Second 3 of the game for Smith, who has 8 points. Nunu Pinnell on the move and could not get it to go. Here comes GW trying to shave down this deficit. Lowen on the move, and she's going to be fouled. And Smith just wide open. Lowen at the free throw line. Foul was on Pinnell, Nana Pinnell, so that was her second. Team foul number 4 on St. Albans. Lowen hits the second free throw. She has 4 points in the game, all from the free throw line. 40-36. Elsie on the move. Elsie in trouble there. Thought she was going to get that to fall. Here's Montgomery to Elsie. She'll try again, and this time she gets it. 6 points in this fourth quarter for J.C. Elsie. 8 in the half and 12 for the game. Back to a 6-point St. Albans lead. Lowen playing with 4 fouls. Here's Zealous, who's had the great game. Straight ahead, rolling around, following the shot, still can't get it to go. Out of there with it comes Ananisha Johnson. We go under 2 minutes to play here at George Washington High School. Nunu Pinnell, well, she's been a spark plug off the bench for Rick Steele's team. And then a foul, and I believe that's going to be Finley Lowen, and if so, it's her 5th, and it is. Well, not the game that young lady was wanting, but she's going to be something else, just a junior. Nunu Pinnell makes it 43-36 with another free throw coming. Until she has worked at her free throws. 6 for 6 in this quarter at the free throw line, 8 for 8 in the game. For the outside, Mallory looking for that first bucket, can't get it to go. Peyton Atkins, who came into the game for Lowen. And Atkins gets her first basket of the game, and she becomes just the 4th George Washington player to score. Timeout here on the floor. We break away. 1:28 to go. St. Albans up 44-38.
Generations Physical Therapy is a Tri-States Championship partner for comprehensive physical therapy and sports rehabilitation services. Access to physical therapy has never been easier, with extended hours and walk-in services available. Generations Physical Therapy, multiple services, multiple locations, experience you can trust.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
It's a 6-point lead for St. Albans. Just under a minute and a half to go in the basketball game. Last night we had that 1-point win by South Charleston over Spring Valley in boys action. Here tonight, good tough battle between St. Albans and George Washington in Mountain State Athletic Conference girls play. 7th game of the season for St. Albans, just the 2nd for George Washington. St. Albans looking for that 6th win. GW looking for its first. No doubt St. Albans wants to whittle clock. And a takeaway by George Washington. They get it to Frazier. Frazier to Atkins with nice passing there by George Washington. Zella scores it. She's got 26 in the game. 4-point contest. Big takeaway there by George Washington, and they produce points. Nunu Pinnell wheeled around the defense enough to draw the foul. Peyton Atkins committing her first personal. Team foul number 9, and Nunu Pinnell back to the line. Two more free throws by Nunu Pinnell. She has 12 points in the game, 10 of those from the free throw line. A perfect 10 of 10 at the line. Now Zealous was fouled there by J.C. Elsie. That's team foul number 4 on, I think that number 5 on St. Albans. All right, so checking out is Riggin. Montgomery will come in. Montgomery playing with 3 fouls. She had those 3 fouls at halftime. She's done a nice job here. In the second half, George Washington on the inbounds. They throw it away, but GW gets it back. Here's Smith in the lane, up with a shot off the glass. Can't get it to go. And Anisha Johnson across the timeline. And they'll guard her closely, and a foul going to be called with 12 seconds to go. And really commend the crowd here tonight. They brought a lot of life to this place, and these two teams have battled it out here. And Anisha Johnson at the free throw line. She can't get that free throw to drop. She had 2 in the first quarter from the free throw line, hit a field goal in the third quarter. Another opportunity coming. Seven-point game, GW. Jealous trying to end her great night. Well, she scored the first bucket of the game, and she scores what will prove to be the last basket of the game. However, her team will fall by 5. 6th victory of the season for St. Albans. They win at 47-42. They're now 6-1. George Washington drops to 0-2. We'll come back and recap it for you in a moment. You're watching exciting West Virginia High School basketball on Video Productions. Tonight's game presented by Dunkin' Donuts on the Oakwood Road, owned by your local Little General Store. America runs on Dunkin'.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Nachos, better with Pepsi.
Back inside the George Washington High School Gymnasium, St. Albans winning it by a final of 47-42 over George Washington. Outstanding basketball game here inside the George Washington High School Gymnasium. With the victory, St. Albans moves to 6-1 on the season. It has been a busy month for Rick Steele's St. Albans team. This was just the second game for George Washington. They fall to 0-2. St. Albans plays next at Wayne on the 16th of this month. George Washington will not play again until almost the end of the year, the 30th, at Washington High School over in the state's eastern panhandle near Washington, D.C., and they will go up against the Patriots. Battle of the Patriots in that game. And George Washington won't be back inside the friendly confines of the GW Gymnasium until January. St. Albans led at 7-5 at the end of the first quarter. They were up 19-17 at halftime, and we headed into the fourth quarter with a 32-25 lead for St. Albans. Biggest lead of the game was 9. Close several times there in the fourth, but St. Albans pulls away and wins it by this final of 47-42. 7 different players scored for St. Albans, leading the way Nunu Pinnell and J.C. Elsie. Pinnell off the bench. She scored 12. 10 of those were free throws. She was 10 of 10 at the line, just one field goal. Meanwhile, Elsie, all of her points coming from the field. Leading the way for George Washington and the game's top scorer, Zanaya Zealous, 6'2", sophomore, finishes with 28 points. Quite a game for that young lady. Our crew here tonight, Robbie Mounts, Sydney Mayo, the executive producer of Video Production Sports, is Butch Mounts. We salute both head coaches, Rick Steele of St. Albans, Jamie Lemaster, George Washington, for their assistance in our preparation for tonight's live streaming telecast. And many thanks to all of you for joining us for this matchup between George Washington and St. Albans. Tonight's game has been presented by Dunkin' Donuts on the Oakwood Road, owned by your local Little General Store. America runs on Dunkin'. Your final score, once more, St. Albans 47, George Washington 42. For our great crew, this is Mark Martin saying so long from the George Washington High School Gymnasium here on the GW campus in Charleston, West Virginia. Tonight's live streaming telecast has been a sports presentation of Video Productions.